Welcome to the Mass Journal. This is my trading perspective based on my trading experiences and my trading vision. You have freedom to whatever. We will not look at it. Obviously, I'll look at it because there's no information that's useless information unless you state it's useless information. So in today's video, I want to talk about context. When I give a little story on context and an update on my competitive trading system. The reason I want to trade competitively is because I used to give out signals. When I started out, I think around 2020, 2019, 2021. Nah, not 2021. 2020, 2019. In the beginning of 2021. We used to give out signals. And we understood the only way signals work is based on direct trades. Can you be systematic? Yes, but it takes a lot of time for you to enter a systematic trade. A systematic trade is a rational trade. It's a trade between two time frames combined to give you a specific outcome. A direct trade is this is the time frame, this is the trade. So more pairs equal more signals. And since the signal is 50-50, if I give out 10 signals, the hope would be at least let 5 go into profit. And depending on the context, you profit. Now, people would ask themselves, now not people that we would send signals to, because our signals were curated for small accounts. We didn't understand how to break through that barrier. It's not even we didn't understand to break through that barrier. We just didn't, we're just we're newbies, but we're newbies who had big balls, you know what I'm saying? We always understood that the market is real time. If I'm failing, it's because I'm failing to interact with real time successfully. But we didn't understand that the term of placing duties where they need to be placed, placing trades and strategies where they need to be placed. We just understood that here's a signal, you give it out 50-50. The more pairs you give out, the more signals you're most likely to win, especially if you understand the market context. It's 50-50 again. Now, could you lose all 10 trades? Yes, but it has to be, it has to be. I don't want to say highly unlikely because it's highly likely, because even if the signal is perfect, it's 50-50. That's why you risk accordingly. That's why that's why you risk accordingly and you risk the way you want. Which is a point I'm coming to. So it got to a point where we started, breaking down time frames, top-down analysis, now trading the daily, finding out that if you can trade the daily, you can hold trades on smaller time frames and stuff like that. We just need to find alignments, continuations. Not understanding, again, it's 50-50. Like the market bias could be buying, you know what I'm saying? Give you entries to buy and still hit your stop loss 20 out of 20 times. And overall, the market could be buying. Why? Because the market could be buying with one singular candle, regardless of, the top-down analysis you put out there and saying, this matches with the daily. I'm using the H1, I'm going to find a pattern. Those patterns could hit your stop loss 20 out of 20 times and only confirm the bias with one singular candle. And that one singular candle could be concluded by the end of the hour, last 5 minutes, and it just shoots up. That's how price works. Nothing is a certainty. That's why I say nothing is a certainty. Nothing is a certainty. So understanding that nothing is a certainty is a good thing in the market. I'm not here to come and teach negativity and we need to feel constrained by the market. No, we're here to win. We're here to improve. We're here to maintain what we have. You know what I'm saying? So even if something is negative, it feels difficult, you try to improve it, put it in a way where it can help you win. So it came to a point where we're trading daily trades. Now we understand daily trades, generally speaking, require specific account sizes. When we say generally speaking, we mean if you wanted to trade the daily consistently over time, you need a specific account size, obviously, over time. Now, we didn't understand that. Nor did we care. We didn't care. The only thing we cared about is profit. Protect your account and make as much money as possible. Ensure the market doesn't beat you. The market leads, we follow. And we'll follow. You know what I'm saying? So what happens? A daily chart pops up there. The signal is like 900, the account is like 300. Oh my God. Oh my God. So what are you going to do? You're going to let it slide. You can clearly see this daily chart hasn't come to this key level for 9 years. So one of the things that key levels used to help me with, the only thing it helped me with, besides telling me where the market is going, because it can never tell you where the market is going, it tells you the significance of a trade. That's the only thing a key level tells you. If a key level is rejected, it tells you the significance of that trade. That this key level has been tested for like 6 months, and if it rejects there because of what happened 6 months ago, it's most likely to reject that point with pressure. So this key level hasn't been touched for like, because this is a daily chart, for months. So we'd assume this is a swing trade, and that's how we assume swing trades. The swing trades happen because they interact with points that haven't been interacted for months. Whereby that's not true. Swing trades happen because it's 50-50, the structure is there, and the market decided to conclude that structure. That means you can only take a swing trade if a swing trade is available. And the sequence of the market will tell you if the swing trade is available. So I'd hold that trade because of that reality. And I'm not about to let that trade slide because it hasn't been here for like 9 months, 6 months. Even though it's 900, I'll take the trade. Why? Because the trade is 50-50. I know the reality that given this trade that's going to draw down, I don't survive. I'm out. I'm blown. Given this trade just breeds, like, I'm blown. I'm out. But because of the market and the nature of the market, it being 50-50, means even the reactions on that particular signal is going to be completely different. So what does that mean? It means take the chance. Now I'm telling me. So I took the chance. 300. Let the trade run. Obviously, it was not 300. It was like a 118 pound account. 118 pound account. The stop loss was like 34 pounds. You know what I'm saying? Or should I do it? Was it? No. I think the account was 34 pounds. The profit we made was 118 pounds. So how does this happen? The account is like 34 pounds. The stop loss is like 50 pounds. I can't afford this trade. I can't afford to put a stop loss on the trade, but I can afford the trade. You know what I'm saying? I can't afford to put a stop loss on the trade, but I can afford the trade. So I take the trade after a couple of days, which is like 13, 14 days, 2 weeks. We held the trade for 2 weeks. We're like 3. We held the trade for like 2 weeks. The account went to 118. The profit went to 118. Now, why am I talking about this? What's so important about this perspective of risk? Is understanding also outcome. Taking trades is a sign of skill. Taking risks is a sign of skill, because certain trades put your account in a position where if trades are unique, that means that trade, if you miss it, your account will not be put in that specific position in that specific time. You know what I'm saying? It's like opportunities are unique. If I don't take this opportunity today, I'm not going to be in that place no matter what I do. I'll get there, but now I'll have to use a different method. You know what I'm saying? So same thing when it comes to the market. In order for me to reach that 118 pounds, I probably have to use a different method while the opportunity is there. And this reminds me of a trade that I took last year, which is like a gold trade. The account is like $300. The gold trade is a 4-hour trade. The trade costs like $250. Now it's not the same as the one. No, the trade costs like 50 pounds. The account is 30 pounds. But the cost is like $250. The account is 50-50. No, not the account. The trade is 50-50. I slept. I woke up. The account is at $1,000. Boom. If I didn't take the trade, I was probably gonna endure more losses before I make that profit. So I'd rather take that loss immediately, than to interact with the market multiple times and then probably lose. I don't want that. You know what I'm saying? So those are other variables that you need to understand in the market when we talk about the market being 50-50. Even the outcome of the signal could be totally different. Your account might not be big enough at that point, but understand that your account was built to fluctuate. Your account was never built to stay in the same place. Your account was never built to be protected. It was built to be used to propel you towards your goal. Now, context creates structure, context creates direction. Profit also creates context. Profit creates direction and structure. I don't know. Maybe this live chat is going to be pretty short, I don't know. I'm feeling like knocking off early today from YouTube. You know what I'm saying? Because I want to finish creating my training. I did one video, amazing, so much into it, amazing. I spoke about access. I spoke about funding. I spoke about skill. I also spoke about multiple things. Now, how, why, where is this designed from? You have a journal. Your journal will never be in sequence unless you put it into sequence. You have a journal where you put out your notes, your research, your perspectives, your trial and errors, your objectives, and all that. It's juggled up. And then you have your journals, which are sorted. This is my strategy. These are my strategies. These are my risk perspectives, and this is how I calculate abstract and situation. And then you have material. Material is when you combine all this to make a system that makes sense. And this is what I'm understanding now, is that the strategy doesn't need to be tools. The confluence doesn't need to be how I assign my tools. That when I see two mechanical points, I put out a trend line. That's another form of entering the market. But the strategy, the structure could be the way I view the market whenever I enter the market. Number one, read the condition. Is the market trending? Is the market consolidating? Number two, understand the context and all time frames. Is there a trade on that specific time frame by isolating it? Or can I use a system to profit? Boom. Now, what system am I going to use? Or what trade am I going to use? Do I want to deal with trades only today, or do I want to deal with a system trade? This is going to be now my strategy. Listing out these things per day as I trade. Because here's the thing. I'm trying to make the most money as possible. And something I realized, that me plotting out points only restricts me. It only boxes me into that particular style of trading, whereby the market is about dealing with context the best way you know how. And every day is a success if I can deal with it successfully. Even on losing days, I'm okay. You know what I'm saying? Because I do understand what the market is saying. I don't know why I'm saying, do you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Tell me now. Tell me now what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? All I'm saying is, I'm not going to put out my strategies as a usage of tools. It's going to be ideologies that make sure that I am in tune. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to put out ideologies that make sure that I'm in tune, including the profit that I want to make. Because the only way to make enough profit is to state it out to myself that you're allowed to make a lot of profit. You're allowed to make easy profit. Another thing that traders bog themselves in is this thing. Listen to other traders. You're not allowed to make fast money. The fast money is bad trading. You're not allowed to trade consistently. Trade activity is bad trading. No. You're allowed to make fast money. You're allowed to make fast money. It's a thing that I remember. I was arguing with a friend of mine. He was like, I found a scalp. I scalped for like 20 minutes and now I'm trading again. And I argued with him. I'm like, nah, you are not allowed to do that. Whereby he was right. He's allowed to do that. You can scalp and then trade larger time frame. And the only reason I said that is because I was focused on my trading style, trading strategy. And I was not allowed to break the rules in order to figure out its effectiveness. Is it really effective? So my profit should be, in terms of profiting, I should be telling myself I'm allowed to profit easy. I'm allowed to make quick money. I'm allowed to make large money. There are no restrictions to my trading. I'm my own boss. No one is going to tell me how to make money. No one is going to show me how to make money. I can utilize other traders to see how they make money. Are they making money? I can utilize them as motivation and drive. Yes, but I'm allowed to make quick money. I'm allowed to make big money. I'm allowed to make easy money. These are realities in the market. Do not restrict yourself. If you understand the context that is given in the chart, you're allowed to make as much money that context delivers to you. And I also have to state to myself that, hey, protect yourself. The context is not your friend. The market is not your friend. You're not here to give the market money. You're here to be as stingy as possible to take advantage of the market. Now, is there going to be a direct process? Yes. Where I accumulate my profit. Why do I hold trades? Because the daily chart is going to accumulate in terms of structure. It's going to accumulate structure. How will I isolate structure? Utilizing the H4. The flow and the fluidness of the H4 is going to tell me to reduce mechanical points on my H1. Where am I when I enter? When I enter based on the H1, one breakout, one stop loss at a time. You know what I'm saying? And that's basically what I'm going to do. Am I when I enter the M5? Hell yeah. If there's an entry on the M5 that's moving in the direction of the H1 and I can clearly see where the reflective points on the H1, come on. What does the context say? Today, the context is telling me to use the H1 and the M5. I'm going to only use the H1 and the M5 to make profit. Tomorrow, the context is telling me use the H4 and the H1. I'm only going to use the H4 and the H1. And that's the thing that I'm starting to realize, that good trading has always been what we do. We're just not educated enough to categorize all these things into their assigned fields. You know, it took, like I've been saying, I've been trading since 2017. It took almost 9 years to categorize everything to where it should be, where it doesn't confuse you, where it doesn't clash with free thinking. So you want to be a free thinker in the market, but a free thinker that is sitting on a stable foundation, sitting on a foundation of knowledge that cannot be broken by abstract, cannot be broken by situation, cannot be broken by universal funding, is the same throughout every trader. So how am I going to do that? How am I going to record and journal and keep track of the changes of approaches every day? Number one, I'm going to acknowledge the goal. The goal is profit. I want to make profit and I want to be in control. What is control for me? Complete market understanding and complete market manipulation based on what I can do. That's it. Now, all this I have to prepare. I'm getting a headache thinking about it because I only did one video and I still have to do 11 more, where I list out the strategies that I use and when they should be used, where I list out the psychology, the type of trader that's required to trade that system. Who do I need to be? I need to be someone who's purely accountable, purely responsible, purely focused, purely confident, and purely delusional. Okay, maybe not delusional because it's not really easy to account for delusion, but I need to be that type of person. Smart. I don't leave my success to chance. I have a time period to achieve this. Is this reliable? Is it true to market objectives? Can I interact with the market differently every day? Yes. Despite the market being 50-50 and 365, the idea is the signals, condition, structure occur when they want, under different type of time frames and different type of combinations and conditions. So yes, it is viable if I can read the combinations, the conditions, the structure, and I can deal with it. The only variable is the account size, because your account size can interact with every type of signal. But as time goes on, is it really a variable? Is it really a variable? And again, it's not something that I'm gonna dwell on, because you learn more the more you do. So I'm not gonna put all my results right now on the planning because I've done it before. I'm gonna put out everything I'm certain about, but everything else that I have questions on or that needs an open mind, I'm gonna leave it to result. A result is the now and the future, that I have the possibility, I have the opportunity to outwork everyone from today going forward, utilizing my account size to achieve my goal. So when you write your trading plan, you have to write it in a descriptive manner of the now. You have to journal and sketch out structure. Utilize this time frame first. Utilize I use the don't I don't know how to express it, but do not express it as something that's done. Express it as a command, because the market is about real time. It's about rejogging what you actually do in real time, how you respond in real time. So everything should be a command. Open the daily chart. Look for key areas and this thing and this thing. Then you'll tell yourself why you do that. This rejogs my memory for 1, 2, 3. This rejogs my memory for 1, 2, 3. And that's basically how you create you create your structure and strategies. So right now, I haven't been trading for like 2 weeks or 3 weeks now. You know what I'm saying? And the reason I haven't been trading, because I'm only going to trade as soon as I complete creating my training and training myself, and then, you know, hypnotizing myself to become this particular trader. Again, the trader that listens to no one but themselves, the trader that listens to no one but structure, the trader that listens to no one but their account. Basically, that's who I need to be. I don't know. What do I mean I don't know? I mean I don't know why these videos are so much in terms of information. It's like, it also frustrates me, but it's necessary. You know what I'm saying? It's necessary because there's a reason why you keep on coming back. There's a reason why you keep on moving in cycles. It's because these structures don't exist, you know, or they're not given to us in the trading space. Again, people's limitations of trading should not fall onto you. Like, there's no such thing as quick money. There's no such thing as easy money. Yo, out that way. We ain't trying to trade with you. Like, why would I listen to you? I'm trying to beat you. Why would I listen to you saying there's no such thing as easy money, fast money? I put in the work. Who cares what you say? The now and the future is the only thing that has power. The now and the future is the one that's going to breed more successful traders. It's going to give us to choose for ourselves whether we're failures or not, whether that reality of fast money and slow money is true or not. You know what I'm saying? So that's the truth. That's how I see trading. And that's why I don't literally interact with a lot of trading pages. Like, I have pages that I follow. I have pages that are go-to pages whenever I need some sort of knowledge and stuff like UK sports betting. I don't know what do they call it, but this guy's channel is amazing. UK sports betting. It's about trading though. This guy is, his trading concepts are amazing. Tom Trades, exceptional, wonderful. The Asian guy, Theo Reina, amazing. Look, I don't completely agree with his strategy, because strategies are based on the trader. Again, the trader makes the strategy successful because he knows how to utilize it. But everything else, exceptional, wonderful. If you want to learn multiple strategies, there's a trading channel called The Trading Nut on YouTube. This Trading Nut channel, different traders from all around the world come there, explain their strategies and their entries. Now, a strategy is not really a strategy; it's an entry. So if you can understand all these multiple entry points, you'll have multiple strategies. Eventually, you create a process of how you understand the chart and how you decide to break it down. So yeah, I'm completely objective. I'm completely what's the word? Self-reliant. Self-reliant on everything that I consume, self-reliant on everything that I decide to do. So as much as I follow all these pages, I make the choice at the end of the day. The other trading channels that I didn't mention, I don't interact with them. You know what I'm saying? I just don't. I interact with those ones that I just mentioned. In the future, I'll probably give out more YouTube channels that I think are the best, you know. There's this guy, I forgot his channel, but I'd put him on the 50-50 line of traders, of good traders and bad traders. He likes exposing people, you know what I'm saying? His YouTube channel has like dark brown background with some green writing. He likes exposing people. And whenever he makes videos, like, I see where he needs to tweak and what he needs to tweak in order to make his trading strategy successful. And one of the things that he needs to tweak is the way he speaks to himself. Like, you can never do this in trading. You can never do this in trading. Like, come on, bro. Trading is a real-time context. You can do whatever you want with context as long as context doesn't change. And that's the reality of it. So yeah, there are multiple trading channels. On Instagram, none. On Instagram, I don't follow. Okay, I follow one guy on Instagram. I forgot his name. But I only follow him because he says things that make sense. Like, as a trader, as a successful trader, you have to be extremely prepared. Meaning prepared for the outcomes, prepared for the perspectives that you have to deal with, prepare for the person that you need to become as you trade, prepare enough for profit, because profit also changes plan. Profit changes plan, profit creates context. Things like that. Another thing that I'm happy about is that not everyone is trading. You look at one video or one trading video and it gets like 200k views. That's like 200k people around the world literally just watch that video. Do you know how many people exist in the world? And out of those 200k people, probably like 10,000 of them understand what's happening. The rest are just going to watch it just to watch its sake. No one is going to go journal, do research, try to use it for their own benefit, use it as a tool, as their own tool. No, probably like 10k out of the 200k is going to use it. And that should make you happy that not everyone is trading. Today and the future is for you to eat. And again, not everyone should tell you how to trade, what to trade, where to trade, when to trade. You make the decision. This channel is my trading journal to make myself the ultimate trader. But the only way I can do that is to teach. You only learn as you teach. You teach as you learn. I don't know, but it's a concept we've developed when we were studying out, that the more we teach what we try to discover, the more we understand it. If you can teach something, you have a clear understanding of it. And as easy as I try to make trading seem, there's always more that comes out of my mouth, and it's like, it's never really that straightforward. Simple money, but some hardcore concepts. Pay attention to everything. There's a reason why quants are starting to pop up. One, you could see it from a perspective that successful trading takes time. Success in finance takes time, and it takes a lot of brain power, intelligence, self-reliance, because you cannot be a successful quant student if you're not self-reliant. So much studying goes into that, so much attention, time, you know what I'm saying? Or you can look at it from a perspective that God is showing you that, yeah, the work that you've been putting in wasn't for nothing. It was for something. So I look at it from both perspectives. I don't look at it from a perspective that I'm behind now, I have to start doing quant trading on, oh my God, no. I didn't waste this time in the market to understand the market for someone else to tell me how to trade. Yeah, you can give me a concept about the market to deepen and broaden my understanding, but I didn't come to the market to be told how to trade. I came to make money. Everything else, even me making these videos and stuff like that, the overall goal is to make money, to make back. But the best way to do it is to do it in a structured way, in a formed way. Yeah, this is basically it. I don't think I'm gonna ramble anymore. Activity or intelligence. It's either you're doing one of the two. We got this good. The people I used to work with, I don't know if they still trade. I don't know. I don't even care, I don't want to lie. I don't know, I don't care. But one thing I do know is that there was so much activity, and that activity improved us. You know what I'm saying? Then as time goes on, activity gets coupled with intelligence. There's no such thing that if you trade less, you're going to make more money. Like, who are you? Like, you want to come and give people those concepts, if you trade less, you're going to make more money. There's no such thing. The market doesn't work like that. The market works the way it wants. If context tells you to trade more, you will trade more, or you won't make more, or you won't make money. You know what I'm saying? If context tells you to trade more, you trade more, or you won't make money. A trader tells you the less you trade, the more money. Nah, you can trade like 6 trades over a span of 2 years and lose all those 6 trades. The market ain't your house. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm talking to the traders busy telling people that trade less and you'll make more money. People like Tom Trades, they literally tell you that it's not necessarily how less you trade out. It's just a matter of don't lose too big and don't lose too often, because opportunity will always arise. You know what I'm saying? Opportunity will always arise. Selectivity is different from different from trading less. Trading less means you think you know more about the market than the market knows about the market. Like, what are you saying? Trade less. How are you gonna make money? Do you have 100 bends to risk per trade in order to trade less? Like, let's be realistic about certain things. So you can't just be listening to everyone. The market wizards, they don't tell you to trade less. The market wizards even tell you that you can enter one trade 10 times. Why? Because context tells you to enter a trade 10 times. Do you understand that? I don't understand traders that listen to crazy people. You know what I'm saying? I'm crazy. You know what I'm saying? Madness creates genius. From the perspective of the industry, I am crazy. But from perspective of guru-ness, I'm not a guru. Fuck that. You know what I'm saying? Fuck that. Trading is a continuous journey of learning. You're always going to improve. You're always going to be better. When I started trading, I didn't speak like this. I didn't plot like this. I didn't perceive vision the way I do. You know what I'm saying? I didn't. But trading will make you better. If you're not in this game to improve, if you are just in this game for money, that's all I can say. You know what I'm saying? I don't know yet, because there's certain positions I'm not in yet, but I can only assume based on what we do now. They say managing a large army is the same as managing a small army. If you are incapable of controlling your urges right now, when you have more money, you have more urges. You know what I'm saying? It's basically that. I don't know where I'm going with this. Again, this is a live trading chat. So live trading chat, I just speak my mind. I speak the way I think. So yeah, we send signals because this is activity. Activity creates results. Then over time, you develop what we call intelligence. You understand where money is made. It's not a matter that you trade less. No, it's just a matter of understanding where the money is made and where the money is not made. Where the money stays still, where the money fluctuates. You know what I'm saying? No such thing as you trade less, you'll make more money. Unless you have 100 G's per trade to risk. And then, yeah, trading less doesn't make you more money. Activity makes you money. The more you interact with the market, the more money you'll make. Because it's understanding the market's fact is that as much as the market is 365, if you miss out 8 months worth of price action, the last remaining 4 months might be the worst price action ever. So you trading less served you nothing. But that doesn't mean trade trade rigorously. It doesn't mean trade rigorously. It just means trade in a way where you produce result. You know what I'm saying? Trade in a way where you produce result. Yeah, that's basically it. I don't think I'm going to make an hour-long live. 30 minutes is enough. I don't know what I was talking about in this video, but it's maintenance, improvement, and victory. Yeah. Trading does change you, and when you do change, be proud of that change, because you are the trader that's required to perform the duties put in front of them. The trader that succeeds is the trader that's accountable and responsible for their actions. It's not a trader that says they're great, that affirms. There's no absence of work for a great trader. If you want to know what great trading is, think of sports, think of surgery. The surgeon is prepared, skilled, educated, But every time they perform surgery, they have to be at 110%. Same thing as the sportsman. This man trains 365, 24/7. You know what I'm saying? But when the match plays, he has to put 110%. It's an expectation. You should have that expectation towards yourself also when you enter the market. I'm prepared enough to ensure that I can make profit. I have that thing. Whenever I trade, I know I'm going to make profit. Even though I do blow and I do lose, I have a complete market understanding. Like last time, I saw a K account, and I put all my eggs in one basket. The trade lost. How did it lose? The market it invalidated the W and started trending downside. Do I beat myself up and say that was a bad trade? No, because the next time I enter the market, the context of the market will change. Me being attached to that W is crazy. I should be attached to the intention I had behind that W. The intention is that I'm going to put all my eggs in one basket, because if this thing goes my way, I celebrate. If it doesn't, it's just another day. I'm responsible for every action. Another trader will tell you, don't leverage. Leveraging is bad trading. Bro, if you understand intention of your trading, leveraging is good. Making good profit is a sign of risk management. If I have a K and I find that same W and it went my way, I would be 6K up compared to a person who found the same W, the same K, used a small slot size, and they made 450. Their account is at 1,450. My account is at 6K. Who's at a better position to trade now? Not this, but the way he accumulated it. Do you know how long it will take for that person to reach that 6K? Do you know how many losses? Do you know how many decisions you need to make? So understanding context. Now, again, as a trader, you need to understand how to trade both. Here's a thing that you can practice with your demo account or with your small account. It doesn't matter. Practice direct risk and practice abstract risk. Direct risk is understanding that certain trades have specific prices and I should go based on the price and grow my account on that. This creates the content side, where your content with profit, content with outcome. Then trade your account based on abstract risk, based on what I feel and what I think my account deserves today, based on the context that I see. I see it's a W, but I see that this W formed at 8 p.m. Do I need to really risk everything? I'm going to risk half of my account, and if there's counter trades, and I'm going to risk the rest of the account. The account becomes based. Tomorrow is something different. You bait the trade, and you wait for momentum. When momentum goes in your direction, you leverage. This is based on abstract. You grew your account to 20K and you decide to risk 10K because you know how to grow your account. It's another form of reducing risk management. Obviously, situation plays a role. If you don't have consistent funds, if you don't have good funding intervals, you don't need to do that. There's a process that you can follow. Choose good gradual trades and stuff like that. And also, removing comparison. When you're doing a specific style, do not compare yourself to another style. If I'm growing gradually, I shouldn't be looking at traders that are trading competitively at all. I shouldn't even be engaging with their market ideologies. You know what I'm saying? If I find a W, there's a perspective I trade that W. And if that perspective is shaken, my entire trading moves in an entirely different direction. So understand when you're comparing your processes with other traders. Yes, I see a buy, you see a sell, we're trading the same pair, we're a team. But we need to be distinct about what we're actually doing. I'm trading because I want to be able to hold this account without blowing it over a span, a specific period of time. You are trading because you want to make as much money as possible. One is going to use direct risk because it's calculated progress towards the account goal. One is going to use aggressive risk, abstract risk, because they want to force result, accelerate result. And it's also good trading. Both are good trading as long as you understand what type of trader you are and why you are doing that, and you stick to it. And as well, there was the idea of no shortcuts. The shortcuts is not necessarily to utilize the same structure. Yes, I understood that. I've done that before. That means I've developed the skill, the hunch for it. I can stick to a particular strategy for a long period of time. You cannot build consistency unless you're consistent. You know what I'm saying? So if you're gonna build consistency, maybe start up a challenge. 30 push-ups a day for 90 days. Start up a challenge, one strategy for 90 days. But again, there's always what we call the account. If you're gonna use the same type of strategy for 90 days, ensure that your account doesn't blow. Because if your account does blow and you keep on funding and using the same strategy and you just keep on funding, it's not viable. It's not viable because the trader is either not trading it right or the strategy is not viable. Again, the trader ensures that the goal is hit and the account is protected. The strategy just ensures that you enter the market. I don't know. I rambled a lot. I just want to rest and then carry on my training and then trade. I have this whole week to create this. Next week, Monday, I'll be trading full time, and then we'll see. Besides, we'll see. I know I'll get my goal. Here's the thing: I'm responsible for my results, and if I don't achieve my goal, I'm a shit trader. Simple as that. It's not how is a market. I don't believe in market manipulation. I don't believe in that. For the market to come and hit my stop loss, it has to use some form of structure, and that form of structure can be taken advantage of, can give me a trade. I don't care about this is how a trade should be. Now I see the context. I want profit. I don't care about how a trade should be. I care about profit and account protection. Ensure that I I benefit and I don't look stupid. You know what I'm saying? It's a bit aggressive, it's a bit toxic, but it is what it is, Certain things are developed based on, your experiences in life. Most of my experiences, like, steel walls. So I'm gonna have specific attitudes towards things. Like, I either make it happen or it doesn't happen, which is another good thing for a required attitude for trading. Trading teaches you that if this doesn't happen, it will never happen unless I make it happen. So that's basically what it is. I'm gonna complete this training. After completing this training, even if I don't trade, I can rest, because now I have my gradual trading strategy, which is if I feel like I'm stupid, if I feel like I don't want to think. Here's the thing: there's no absence of not thinking in the market. But if I don't want to think too much, I have my gradual trading system. And it's another thing I need to put out there. I think I forgot, which is there's no absence of work when it comes to trading. Just because you've planned and later laid out how to work and the best ways to work, the most efficient ways to work, the work is not absent. The work is not absent. So there should be statements that make me feel great, that brush my ego, that you know what, because you're the one who's doing this and you're the one doing the work, be proud of yourself. Here's the thing: I don't want ego in the market. That's the last thing I want in the market. I want confidence. Confidence is whatever is on my chart I can handle completely and honestly. Not whatever is on my chart I'm the best and I should. Nah, whatever's on my chart I will handle. That's confidence. I will handle and I'll ensure that I get to my goal, regardless of the conditions that I'm given, regardless of the cards I'm dealt with. You know what I'm saying? That's what I want. And it's another thing that I've found out that I've changed into less egotistical, more confident. And confidence is less noisy, less out there. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, even if this YouTube blows up, I doubt I'm gonna be making videos the way I want to, because I don't want to be out there. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be out there. This is just for me to curate these strategies for myself. I gave myself a time period. I started trading when 2017. I was 17 years old. You know what I'm saying? I was in high school. I was about to get out of high school. I set out a sacrifice for myself, to say I'm gonna sacrifice my 20s to ensure that in my 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, and my kids. I want to live great lives. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I'm doing. It's not necessarily because it's a journey I'm complaining about. It's a journey that has put me on my knees. No, I wanted it to change me. I wanted it to make me better. If I didn't change, that means I didn't do anything. You know, there's nothing I learned. And judging from the videos I'm doing, judging from the portfolios I've created, the journals I have, I see progress. And I'm creating these structures, not necessarily because I don't want to think, but because when I do teach, there shouldn't be this much journey where one person uses 9 years of their lives to learn how to interact with the market. No, everything can be accounted for, can be put into a system. So that was the system I was trying to create. One, to be able to trade anytime, anywhere, because I have complete market understanding, complete skill of the model, which is the market. And then two, because I understood that my 20s are going to be used to create a comfortable life for myself. And judging by the way I see things, I clearly see that my 30s are going to be a blessed, amazing. The goal is not Lamborghinis and stuff like that. But if you can make Lamborghini money, why not? You're not making it to buy the Lamborghini, but to have it in the bank. Like, imagine having like 2 billion in the bank right now, or 100 million. It's a free life. You know what I'm saying? It's a free life. And the idea of not working for someone. You know, I found out it's easier to work for someone than it is to trade. As much as I found out, throughout the years that fuck, everything is on me. Everything is on me. I have to ensure I know enough. I can do enough. I can grow this funding. I can fund. All this is on me. You know what I'm saying? So I had to break down all these parameters and all these restraints to something that's usable. So yeah, that was a goal, to live comfortably in my 30s. Did I enjoy my 20s? Not at all. I'm 26 now. Not at all. This is like the first time I'm speaking in like fucking 5 years. Do you know what I'm saying? That's how deep and dark this road is. But it's like, it is what it is. It is what it is. You sacrifice to gain something. So again, for me, the reason I tell myself that I make things happen is because I was not about to sacrifice almost a decade of my life and not get nothing out of it. No waste. No waste. You know what I'm saying? I'm blessed enough that I have a structure around me, I have a family. I'm blessed enough that nothing happened to my family members that could have, caused me to go insane. Probably quit. I don't know. But I'm blessed. That's what I'm saying. That's why I say the first person I always look up to, the first thing that I always speak of is God. And the goal was also to be a good person. Here's the thing. You want to have a shit ton of money and be a horrible person. No. It's a sickness to the body. I've seen it. Like, when you're a horrible person, even your body becomes like, you become trashy. You know what I'm saying? So also the goal was to be a good person. So the market taught me, I wouldn't even say the market, the trading industry taught me how to become a better person, which is why I also wanted. I didn't just want money, but I also wanted the character that is reliable, that's honest. You have a choice to choose that you want to be the arrogant rich person or you want to be the noble rich person. You know what I'm saying? So I choose the noble rich person. As much as I speak the way I speak, I try to keep it as respectful as possible. And again, this is just for me to keep myself excited and passionate about what I do. But the truth is, you choose everything in trading. Like, you choose everything. As much as the trading industry shapes you, it shapes you according to what you actually chose. If you want to be a horrible rich person, it will give you the rules to be a successful, horrible rich person. If you want to be a noble rich person, it will give you the tools to be a noble rich person. And that was the goal. And now, even if I don't want to say even if I gain and lose it all, I can make it again. But I wanted to be in a state where anywhere in the world under whatever conditions, I can make it happen. And the smallest condition, or the most difficult condition, is your initial deposit. And the fact that you can, put out an initial deposit, it means you can trade. I have the notion that as long as you can take a trade, there's always a chance. And that's because of experience. I traded accounts that have gone to like $8. Like, we have brokers that fund $50. We were funding $50. You grow $50 on Friday to $450. You try that $450, you blow it. And you know what I'm saying? It teaches you until you get tired. Be like, you know what? I'm tired of just flipping accounts. I want to know how to hold an account for a period of 3 months. How do I do that? You research, you learn, you execute, you find out the things that you didn't really pay attention to, you fix it and all that. Like, after executing a long-term trading strategy, it literally took me 2 years. This is like the second year of me breaking it down. These videos is literally like a residual of that trading strategy, because I just couldn't put it on paper. I have the memory card, but there's so many concepts around it that I just have to express it. And it being on YouTube is good, because now I don't have to do that much work if I want to interact with the market. So the goal was that, my trading goal was that, to be able to trade anywhere, utilizing any account size, and successfully hit a goal, successfully get a withdrawal. The goal was to create a track record. Okay, not necessarily a track record, because a track record is based on now and the future. You create it as you set it. But the goal was to be able to trade any type of market, any style, to be able to give out this knowledge to anyone, and eventually they make a success. There's a saying that I can teach you how to trade, but I can't teach you to be a trader. I want to be able to teach you how to trade and be a trader to a point where the only reason you fail is because you just don't want to. You know what I'm saying? You just feel like, I know everything, but I don't want to succeed. So this is the reason I'm curating all these blueprints and these strategies. And obviously there's gonna be probably only like 3. 1 long-term, 1 aggressive, and 1 as a wages. Because getting paid every 3 months it's a bit strenuous. Trading aggressively throughout the year is strenuous. Then there's gonna be a process where every month, obviously, situation also creates the structure, the funding, the knowledge, and all that. If you have a consistent funding and you have good knowledge, you can literally withdraw every month. If you know what I'm saying, things like that. So I can't wait to finish this aggressive trading strategy. It's a lot of work. It's frustrating, obviously. It took me 9 years to be here, so it's obviously not gonna be easy. You know what I'm saying? It's not gonna be easy. So I didn't expect it to be easy. You know what I'm saying? I expected trading to be easy after I understood it, but it will never be easy. But it'll be at a point where it's understandable, controllable, manageable. If I can do that anytime I trade, even if I come to the market after 10 years, this is manageable, controllable, and achievable. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what I could compare it to, what I'm trying to make, what I'm actually trying to make. But I'll research what are industries that can be perceived like that you prepare and you're good, and then you know everything, and then you can lay off after a couple of years. You can come back and make whatever you want. Yeah, so that's why I started trading. I started trading because of that. It's not really why I started trading. I don't even remember most of the reasons that I started trading. But now we're great traders. We can create systems and explain them and explain why they don't work and how to make them work, which is power. That's power on its own. You know what I'm saying? That's power on its own. So yeah, that's basically it. Live trading chat, me rambling about my life. This is the least educational live trading chat I've put up It's probably going to be the least educational live training. So I apologize if you watched this video up until now and you didn't learn anything. Really sorry. But the goal is still improvement, maintenance, and victory. You are responsible and you can do it. The future is just waiting for you to prove that you are who you say you are. Yeah. So yeah.